Right, for your benefit, what I've done is I'm drawing a margin that goes all the way around my paper. The bottom margin, because mine's in landscape view, I've done a margin 2 inches from the sides on this side, and 2 inches there. And the bottom, it's about 1.5 inches, and I'll do the same on the top. But I'm just doing it by eye. I'm not using a ruler. And what I've asked everybody to do is to draw the line, but watch your pencil point the whole time. Keep your attention absolutely fixed on the tip of your pencil, and let the line, just allow yourself, trust yourself to draw a straight line from one side of the page to the other. If you absolutely feel you can't, then use a ruler.
Okay.
Okay, there's one. I'm going to go over my line so you can see them a bit better.
Oh, I did it.
Well done. Okay, right. When you've done that, that's going to be the perimeter of your drawing. And I'll just re-show you the drawing I did earlier on. Okay, so this is the drawing I did earlier on, and it's basically the same subject, and I'm going to do it again because my view is slightly different now. What is enormously interesting is, and I suppose it's to do with the position of the angle of the mirror, which is not quite 90 degrees, but the reflection is quite different to what I'm seeing in front of the mirror, to the actual object itself, and it creates quite an interesting a composition. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to put this one aside because I don't want you looking at that at the moment. What I want you to do now is to do an outline drawing of everything. The subject and the reflection and the mirror. So as with this drawing, the edge of the mirror is here, and I've left a little bit of a gap here between this and the backing board, so that bit there is also is in just, oh God, let's go in a bit. Is it in focus all right, Sue? So this is the backing board between the edge of, this is the edge of the mirror, this is the backing board, this is the piece of white paper on which the bowl is sitting down here, goes up to the line, and then obviously that's the real thing, and that's the reflection. So I'd like you to do just an outline drawing of your whatever it is that you're doing, okay, on the paper within that rectangle, and obviously include the edge of the mirror as well. Okay, just bring this back. I drew the outline of this shape first. This is my margin here. You probably can't see it, it's gone a bit pale.
Okay,
that's my margin line there. Okay, so it's not that far from my margin.
okay.
And this is obviously the bottom of my page, so I have left a bit of space. And then I measured, sight size measuring, how from here to here, and obviously that the height of that compared to the height of this, and drew in the back of that next. I think you'll see once I get started, because I'm going to be doing the same thing again. But get your shape that's closest to you drawn in first, and remember you've got to leave room for the reflection and maybe a bit of background. I don't know, it's up to you. Okay, Does that answer your question?
Yes, whether I could do it is another matter entirely, but yes, it did answer my question.
Okay, we'll get going with it, and we'll see, and I'll help you in due course. Okay, I think just don't do a too dark a line when you're pushing in at this stage. I would use an HB or something so that you can easily rub it out and change it and alter it if you need to. The shoe.
Not this Sue.
Yeah.
Have I got it all in? Yes, I have. Okay, that's as much as I'm going to do at this stage. This is the outline. Have you all got to a stage where you've got your reflection in and your real object in?
Yeah.
So, apart from what is actually going to end up as being white, I'm going to, and it's not very easy to do this. So what I did this morning, and I think it's possibly the easiest thing to do, where you know the paper is going to be white, or there is a completely white area, don't go as heavily on the paper as I'm going to suggest. So with my number 6B pencil, I'm now going to go over most of this, apart from what I know is going to be absolutely white. There's not much that's going to be absolutely white, to be honest. I'm just using my pencil on its side, and yeah, I'm just going to go like that. That bit's going to be white down here. This bit's going to be white, and I haven't actually quite finished, because what I should have put in is the back of the paper in the mirror. So the paper in the mirror is white, and everything else is going to be a tone, and I'm going to go over the whole lot with my 6B pencil. Do you understand? So I want you to put in a tone, which you are using your 6B pencil for, and the shape. I'm going over my shapes. I can still see them underneath the drawing. I can, you know, I've got enough of an outline here that I can actually still see it. But I'm going over all that because that's all going to be toned, including this bowl at the front. I'm using my finger to just stop me, but this is all going to have a bit of shadow on it, so I'm going to fill that in as well. And I'm going over the whole drawing, and the only thing I'm not going to fill in with tone is where I know it's going to be pure white. All right.